So it seems Apple is bringing new MacBooks, even if history has proven otherwise. Because yes, all rumors point to Cupertino going heavy on its Pro lineup, even if this was a separate launch last year. Google showed off its new Pixel watch, and can I just say it looks hotter than expected? And speaking of watches, remember all those new watchOS 9 features Apple showed off? Well, it seems you're not necessarily getting all of them. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I wish Apple could do product deliveries not on Friday, because if you pulled a Jaime and went to the bathroom at the time that the UPS delivery guy arrived, now you're waiting until Monday. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today are non-existent, but let's start the video with OPPO since we have details on their upcoming Find X6. Earlier today, Digital Chat Station shared information about the camera department for the new devices, and it looks pretty interesting. He stated that the Find X6 will arrive with a 50-megapixel main sensor, along with a 50-megapixel ultra-wide module and a 32-megapixel telephoto. Now, on the other hand, the Pro variant has 50-megapixel modules across the board, meaning main, ultra-wide, and telephoto, which could mean the company is finally completing its plan of the same sensor on all cameras, theoretically. Also, as a reminder, it will bring a custom Silicon chip for enhanced image processing. Now, the Pro model is expected to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 or whatever it's going to be called, but the base model seems to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which is not necessarily bad. Digital Chat Station has also hinted that we should expect a 2K panel on the X6 Pro and the 1.5K panel on the X6, and that we should expect 120 Hz, though we're not exactly sure if it's going to be on both models. We're probably months away, so we'll keep you posted on the updates. Now let's talk about Google, since we have two new developments when it comes to their hardware. First is the new tablet, which just entered engineering validation testing phases, and some units have been shipped to India for that purpose. During the process, someone took note of some of the important details, like the fact that it'll have a 10.95-inch display and have Wi-Fi 6 support. It is also reported that it will be offered in two different storage options, 128 and 256 gigs, and that it'll stick to the first generation Tensor SoC. There will also be a Google-made stylus for the tablet, but we're not sure if it's going to be included in the box. As for the cool stuff, Google just published a teaser video of their new Pixel watch, and can I just say it looks pretty hot. Yes, I agree, the way they showcase the digital crown and the band mechanisms scream Apple Watch in every way, but we also get to see the new watch phases, styles, and so much more. Also, yeah, it is so round, we wonder what material is being used for that display and how durable that will be. Time will tell, as the company's event is coming soon. Moving on, let's talk about Apple and some new features that are coming to the Apple Watch later this year, because yeah, there are features that are still pending from what we saw announced at watchOS 9. Also, good news if you didn't buy the new watches, as these features will also apply to most of you. Let's start with something made for runners, which is track detection. It automatically detects when you arrive at a running track and combines Apple Maps data and GPS to provide a more accurate depiction of the track. It will give users the option to choose your lane and even have more accurate pace and distance metrics. Another one for runners that I'm really looking forward to is Race Route, that enables you to race against your best or last result on any frequent completed routes. The company also confirmed that it partnered with 30 carriers to support international roaming, by the way. But it's cool, though, you know, if you do the math, that's not really much, though it is a start. Now, switching to the Ultra model, the previously announced Oceanic Plus application and the low power mode will also make it before the end of the year. Oceanic Plus is a built-in dive computer specifically designed in conjunction with Hewish Outdoors that will include depth tracking, GPS tracking, logbook, snorkeling, and more. And finally, low power mode is a new setting in the works that can extend battery to reach up to 60 hours on a single charge, though we know that's all theoretical. And finally, fourth, the hottest news today, let's talk about Apple again, since we have new information about two possible MacBook Pros that could arrive later this year. According to a new report by Digitimes, Cupertino is planning to launch the next generation 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pros in an event that the company is planning to hold in October that will focus mainly on the Mac and iPad. Back in August, Mark Gurman reported that the MacBook Pro models with M2 Pro and M2 Max chips were well into development and given given the fact that the 13-inch was already updated earlier, if you could call it that, this year it could mean updates even if these were a year apart in previous generations. Gurman and Minchi Kuo also reported that we should expect very few changes beyond the faster chips. As for the design, it's rumored that Cupertino will stick to the current one, which includes a flatter edge chassis, a notch at the top of the display, MagSafe, HDMI, and more. I know, wouldn't it be great for us to get Face ID on that notch, but no mention of that. For those expecting more, well, typically MacBooks go multiple generations before major hardware upgrades, so we'll most likely see the same design for a bit. If rumors end up being real, we will expect both MacBook Pros over the next month. But in today's question, let us know, what PC or laptop are you currently using right now as a daily driver and why? Because ever since the 14-inch M1 MacBook Pro launched, it's been with me everywhere. Notice M1 Pro, not even the Max. I think that's overkill, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We're curious to know what you're using. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me be human. This is what we do, seriously. I mean, UPS delivery should have a shorter window. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.